from saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark into his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Elohim, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Satan cast into the lake of fire. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. The great white throne. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Elohim, and the books were open, and another book was open, which was in the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged, every man according to their works, in death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. But I will tell you what will happen to cowards and to everyone who is unfaithful or dirty-minded, or who murders, or is sexually immoral, or uses witchcraft, or worships idols, or tell lies. They will be thrown into that lake of fire and burning sulfur. This is the second death.
Your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Hey, Yahuwah says your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Multitude like the haters, not your haters, they're your fruit.
Beats by all the songs.
Yeah. Truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors. Ayy, when you learn the truth, it will set you free. Many are held captive, stolen identity. But let me just shoot the breeze, release you from second squeeze. He's all like enemies, no matter the color you see. That truth frame.
By all the songs.
Truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, yeah, yeah, truth colors.
All right. So probably something to do with yeah, it happens. Understand that it's valid. And they both of uh, are your best. Um, let's see. And stuff out, right? So, what I heard was, put out there, tell them about the Giants. Okay. Now it's been said that the Giants are coming, right? Almost like the British are coming, the British. But it's really not so much as the British is coming. It's the Giants that are coming. And they're actually already here. Now, why are we bringing this out? Because it's going to be the next big move. They're getting ready. They're getting everyone ready for the big chop chop. Look where they at. The Giants statue to be displayed to be displayed. The Giant statue to be displayed across 21 cities. Today's show. We're gonna play this. We played it before, but I want to let you know this is what's coming, right? And what's going to come with this is, a haircut. Like those who can receive the rule of whomever, then you should be good. But those who can't receive the rule of whoever, you may not be good. That might be the day you get chop, chop, chop. Like the chop, 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 chop. And we know chop, 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 chop. And Father was like, you need to talk about the Giants. Tell them about what's about to get ready to happen. This is the next big move, right? So look weird. I'm gonna put this thing on. We're gonna put on the volume, pump up the volume. We're gonna pump it up, and we're gonna play it.
Be the world's tallest moving statue ever, towering above us and above its predecessors. Monuments and memorials, public art in all its forms has been around for centuries. Iconic must-visit tourist attractions, and we, this reporter included, just can't resist snapping selfies.
Public art really allows us to engage with places in a new way. People question, what is this? Why is it here? We discover new areas of our city. We get excited about the places where we live.
At its best, public art challenges us, sparking big conversations about civic issues. Last month, marking Earth Day, a new climate change exhibit opening up in Camden, New Jersey. On site, there's a 15-foot-tall steel trash-collecting creature and a machine where mealworms eat styrofoam, all to combat illegal dumping in the city.
Because art is so beautiful, because it's dynamic and makes us excited and brings us together, it's a great way to start these conversations.
It can also bring mega tourist dollars and support the local economy. On this side of the pond, a group of entrepreneurs are trying to fund an ambitious project to do just that. It's part statue, part business, part museum, part foundation, part gathering place, all somehow in one experience.
I mean, it's gigantic, and it's unusual, and it's magnificent, and it uses technology actually to celebrate humanity.
It's a giant, more than 10 stories high, wrapped in an LED skin. It moves its head and its arms too. The designers say it's all about human potential and a greener future.
The world has to change, and the Giant wants to be part of this change and inspire people to reach their full potential and help save this planet.
Their goal, put a colossal statue in 21 cities. each one highlighting the giants in their community.
It's going to hook into the communities, and it's going to offer something really positive and also something fun and also something inspiring.
And no need to take a traditional selfie. The giant does it for you. And after the year we've all had, reconnecting locally and globally is exactly what we need.
Now, guys, the whole idea is that these giant statues will showcase giants in their communities. Well, we thought we would highlight and showcase one of the giants in ours. Take a look at this. It's Al on the giant
look at that.
statue.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I've never seen you so
That's
tall.
so cool. Or thin.
So you're on a Doppler radar, and now a
That's
pretend.
I would go and visit that. I'd take a selfie with that giant.
That's really cool.
Yeah, except it doesn't exist. But that's.
Now the scripture says that he causes the image to speak. The beast causes the image to speak. Look,
So
it's easy to put your image on this thing and then give it a voice to speak. It says the giant speaks. One day, this giant that is assembled throughout 21 cities is going to give some instructions that many people are not going to want to hear. On that day, it will be a day that is so sad, but there will be no way you can run from it. You don't want to be there at that time when this giant speaks.
One day.
Hey, Molly, how much are these things going to cost? Do we know?
Steep price tag, Al. So they're looking at about $18 million
So why do we need these
statue.
statues? 18 million per statue when you still got to, our people who still needs to get better. Our people, saying from the slave trade, all that stuff like that. See, they find money into every single thing, but to pay money towards our people. You know why? Because the Father will not let them do so. You know why? Because you are like the wife or the woman whom another person has went into. You know why? Because the Father is like the jealous husband who has had his wives ran into, and he will not receive any kind of ransom because he wants their blood. So he's going to let them in so he can spill their blood. That's why. But they're thinking about, look at this, 20 million, $18 million, right? Per statue. Put them on the stand because they're getting ready to do something, right? And this thing is going to be as worship. And so watch this. Right close to it, if not next to it, we'll probably get a station where people can get their heads chopped off.
So it could be about 2-3 years until we see that first giant.
Okay.
Worth it, though, if we can see Al up there.
Exactly.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Molly. Thank you.
Now,
Definitely.
let's do some research. These giants are going to be in 21 cities. Oh, shut up. All right, so these giants are going to be in 21 cities. This was done May 11, 2021, right? The giant will be one of the world's most ambitious cultural and commercial projects, bringing together art, amusement, and wonder. And they will wonder at the beast and wonder to create a contemporary and highly profitable business, said Patty Dunning, the man behind the giant company. Do you understand? The giant shape-shifting statue that talks could be coming. And he gave power unto the beast. Unto the image. There it is. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast so that the image could speak. and caused all who refuse to worship the image to be killed. So the giants are going to be calling out for worship. Now, gee, where has I heard this before? This seems so similar. Like we saw this before in the scripture somewhere. But gee, I wish I know. Oh, dang it, that's where. Yeah, Babylon. Let's go there. Nebuchadnezzar. I butchered his whole entire name. Just messed it. Makes an image. He worshipped. There it is. Daniel 3. Let's go see. So see the same exact thing is about to take place again. Same thing. Nebuchadnezzar's golden image. Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold, whose height was 80 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. And he set it up in the plain of Dura, in the province of Babylon. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces, to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. Then the princes, the governors, the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, and the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up, and they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Now watch this. It's going to be the same exact thing. Then an herald cried aloud, to you, it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time you hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, you fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Therefore, at that time, when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people, the nations, and the languages fell down and worshiped the golden image Nebuchadnezzar, king, had set up. Now, watch this. Wherefore at that time, certain Chaldeans came near and accused the jewels, the gems, those from Luango. They spake and said to the king, Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. Thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, shall fall down and worship the golden image. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth, that he should be cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. There are certain Jews or Luango or chosen people, the elect, whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon. These are not their real names, but Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro. These men, O king, have not regarded you. They serve not your, watch this, mighty ones, your judges, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. And this is going to cause problem for the rest of our people throughout the rest of the world where they're at. When this giant goes up, they're going to expect everyone to bow down and worship it. And if you don't do it, guess what they're going to do to you? You're right. They're going to kill you. Now, this is about to become so real. You're about to see everything that took place here is going to happen again. And oh, they already got these things on standby. You know, America, we have proven it before, that America has guillotines. Now, why in the world would they need guillotines? Sabe, why would they need guillotines for this situation? What are they trying to do? Huh? Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro. Then they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro? Do not ye serve, look at this, do not you serve my judges, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Now, if you be ready, that at what time you hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and his dulcimer, and all kinds of music, you fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if you worship not, you shall be cast the same manner, the same hour we're at, into the midst of the burning furnace. Powerful here. Hello. But if you worship not, you shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning. You fall down and worship the image which I've made. Well, but if you worship not, you shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Or better yet, what's going to happen to you? Your head's going to be chopped off. Into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is that? Watch this. And who is that deliverer or father or, you know, creator that shall deliver you out of my hands? Do you see this? This is what many are about to go through in their lifetime. But they don't think it's happening. That's what the giants represents. This giant represents the same thing, but it's only one place. In Nebuchadnezzar, there's only one giant. Here, they're about to have 21 giants in 21 seconds, right? Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our Father, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of your hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto you, okay, that we will not serve your mighty ones or your judges, nor worship the golden image which you have set up. Look, it said him, look, you're going to put it to you plain and simple. Look here, look here, okay. Right? We honor you. You know, we have no problems with you, whatnot, but we have a problem with you want us to bow down to this image. Now, it's against our scriptures for us to bow down to this image and whatnot. We don't have a problem with paying whatever we need to pay, right? But this image, we're told no, cannot do that. See, they have the same respect towards the king as they're supposed to. They just said we cannot do this thing right here. This is wrong, right? Watch this. The fiery furnace. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed. That means his face changed. He went from happy, a practice like seeing a happy emoji, to now seeing his face turn into like, I'm going to kill you emoji. You know, just furious, really mad, pissed off. You ain't listening to nothing I just said to you, right? You didn't take nothing I said to you to heart. You think this is a game. You was like, you know, like, you think it's a game, huh? What is it you think? I got you. All right, don't worry about it. Go ahead and turn that heater. Watch what he does. You're gonna see how pissed off he is. He is so mad. He about to tell him to turn it up so many degrees. They done pulled his trainer today. They done pissed him off. You know, turn it up higher. It ain't hot enough. You know, we got a special hell I want to put you in. I got a special hell that I'm gonna make for you. And the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, or Abednego. It says his visage was changed against. I mean, he's not smiling at them. He is mad at them. Therefore, he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was wont to be heated. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He said, make it to where they can't get away. Get the strongest of the men to bind these Negroes hand and foot and throw them in there. Show you what happened, bro. We're going to show you what happened. Cast them into the fiery furnace. Then these men were bound, watch this, in their coats. I want to show you where you're going at. You know what I'm saying? You're going to bind you in your coats. You're going to be hot, being thrown into a hot furnace. Their hosen and their hats. Look, I'm going to put on your whole clothes. I don't even want to see the rest of your clothes. I'm just going to put your hats on, your hosen, your hat, and the other garment. He want to put on them where they're going to catch on fire. You understand? He want to put on, make sure they have enough clothes, they're going to catch on fire inside of this furnace. That's what he's trying to make sure that they got enough burning firewood. Like, look, I want to make sure you got enough. Are you nice and nippy? He bound them in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. He wanted their clothes wet to catch on fire. Like, ooh, you're gonna escape this. Therefore, because of the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire slew. It killed those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So the ones who threw the father's people into the furnace were killed first. So it was like Shadrach. So it's like Nebuchadnezzar, I'm gonna kill you. But the father's like, not before I take out your man, though. The only thing you're gonna kill is your men. That's it. None of my people gonna die. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. They did not walk in. They were thrown into the fire. I want you to know that. There was no running away from this. They were literally thrown into the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose up in haste, and spake and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the 4th is like the son of Yah. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace, and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High Yah, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth from the midst of the fire. And the princes, governors, and captains, and the king's counselors being gathered together, saw these men, upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them. The Father did that purposely to show his power, to show his authority, that you can throw him in with all these clothes. I want to show you that your fire has nothing against their bodies or their clothing. He said, not even their clothes were singed. Can you imagine that? Imagine that. They have clothed you from head to toe. You know, the first thing you're going to catch up on fire is your clothes, right? He put them in there and they didn't even catch on fire. It's like it went through their clothes and even burned it. That's powerful. Though the smell of fire had passed on them. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, blessed be what? Yeshua of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who had sent, watch this, who had sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him. Watch this. He said the Son of Man was an angel who have sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him and have changed the king's word and yielded their bodies that they might not serve nor worship any graven image, right? Except their own Yah or Yeshua. Therefore, I make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against Yeshua of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made into a dunghill, because there is no other Yeshua that can deliver after this sort. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. Now, let's see what is awaiting the people. Guillotine. Now, at the sites of the giants, when they give the word for people to worship the giant, and it's going to be the image of the one world religion, the one leader, it's going to be his image. And when that time goes, those who are not willing to worship the image that is displayed on the giant will be ushered to the guillotines. Just as we see here with Nebuchadnezzar, he's like, see it, right? You can just see it. So watch this. At these giant stations, giant statues, along with, they probably ain't gonna put it there. We want to see guillotines. We're like, what? Why is he trying to expose what we trying to do? Ooh. So watch this. There's no way they're gonna be making these giants for people not to fall down and worship. They're putting it in 21 places. The giant guillotine. Now, there's also a giant at Aqaba, Adabi, Aqaba. I think I spelled that name wrong. I had it right the first time, but let's put Abrahamic houses. Abrahamic house. Boom. There it is. There's gonna be a giant close near. Here it is. Abu Dhabi. There it is. There's gonna be one also there. It's seen one. So it says Abu Dhabi Interfaith Complex in Abu Dhabi that will host a church. See? They're getting ready. And this is where the giants probably would say, what? Worship me. It's going to be at a faith. Right here it is. What is the giant sculpture submerged in water? Let's show you what this is. The beast that came from the sea. What is the giant sculpture submerged in water that has popped up near Abu Dhabi's Etihad Arena? Look at it. Capital's residents were surprised to see the new installation near the promenade. Look, here's a beast inside of the water. Large sculpture coming out of the water at Yas Bay waterfront in Abu Dhabi. What is this? People don't understand what this is. I can tell you clearly what this is. This came out March 2nd, 2021. They're getting you ready for submission, all right? A giant bronze colored sculpture that submerged in water was mysteriously popped up at Yas Bay waterfront in Abu Dhabi. The large sculpture with its head and a hand coming out of the water sits by the promenade behind Etihad Arena. A photo of the installation was shared by Abu Dhabi president on a popular Facebook group, Abu Dhabi question and answer. It drew a lot of interest as people wondered after the piece, wondered where it come from and what it meant. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it means. We gotta wonder. So I'm gonna tell you. One user joked that it meant bald men can swim. Nope. While another commented on a similarity to the AME attack on a Titan. Other people speculated on how it could more likely relate to the country's history of pearl diving. What? Information about the artwork and its arts has not been revealed. The National has sent a request to Yas Bay waterfront property developer Mural. The arena is an ongoing project that will soon feature a pedestrianized promenade with about 40 cafes and restaurants plus retail outlets. This isn't the first public artwork to be revealed on Yas Island. On Monday, Mural revealed the artist's name behind the huge mural on the walls of a nightclub ad called The Humans. Black and white mural was created by the Indian Canadian street artist Fatima Mahoundian, also known as Fats Potro, who grew up in the UAE. Let me see. I don't really care about that. We're just looking for the beat. All right, now watch this. I'm gonna go look at it again. Boom. Here's a giant. Here's a hand. Watch this. Where's the script at on this? The beast that came from the water. The first beast comes out of the sea. and is given authority and power by the dragon. This first beast is initially mentioned in Revelation 11:7 as coming out of the abyss. His appearance is described in detail. Revelation 13:1 and 10, and some of the mystery behind his appearance is revealed in Revelation 17:7, 18. The beast from the sea and earth. The beast who comes out of the sea. Now, don't this look like the beast that's coming up out? Isn't he coming up out the sea? This is what Revelation is talking about. And they have made a complete demonstration of what is about to happen. We see what going into what Babylon the Great is falling. The beast that comes out of the sea. This is it. The beast who comes out of the sea. The beast from the sea and the earth. Boom. The beast that comes out of the sea. Now, these are going to be translated throughout the rest of the world. And it's going to be serious business. Those who are not willing to fall down and worship this image, you will be killed. You will be killed. You don't want to be there at that time when this happens. That's why it says that the days will be cut short, least there not be many people on the earth. There be no flesh left. But what? It done killed a lot of people. They're getting ready to do it. That's why the Father want me to bring this out to you so you can see what's coming next. As I brought this truth out about the Luongo, you don't think the devil's mad right now? Trust me, let me tell you right now. The devil is fuming right now. He is pissed. I just want to put that out there to you. The devil is, let me write that for you on the screen because y'all need to see that. Let me write on the work. The devil is mad, all right? What y'all sat there and heard today, he is pissed. Now they want to put this more stuff on there at the bottom because when we bring the real truth out here, they want to put all this little jive crap on here at the bottom of my lives. Block them. I just want to let y'all know that. Do not think for a moment that the enemy is not mad right now. He is fumigating right now. He is pissed. I've done what I'm supposed to do, right? Continue to research this. When you see it, bring it out. Tell it to the people. Tell it to your family. That's why they're trying to get everybody to take this mark, you know what I'm saying? Those who literally come up in it, they were already ready to already do this. You understand? They're already ready to just to give in, right? And don't be surprised if your parents or your people actually don't have a problem with turning you in, you know what I'm saying? To the proper authorities. Hey, look, this person ain't bowing down. They're not bowing. I thought it was cool to bow down before the giant. I thought it was actually cool. What? Not bowing down before no giant. You lost your dang on mind. That's exactly what you're going to get your head cut off. Right now, we're going over here to this guillotine. Are you ready? And they already got the coffins and everything ready for you. Them black coffins. You either going to bow down to this giant or the image of the giant that's going to be displayed before you. So the image of the beast is going to be put on that giant. And you're going to be made to fall down and worship the image that is displayed on the giant. If you won't do it, look at this. The beast from the sea. And then look, this same person is represented where? Where's he at? Saying, watch this, the same beast, the same giant there, the giant statue. I don't want that one. Just give me the statue here, the giant. This one's going to be where at? In 21 cities. See? There it is. So watch this. Let's look at it again. Look where it's coming from. It's coming from the Abrahamic house. This is where going to be the central location where the one world religion is going to be coming from. This is that area. Boom. So the beast who is going to be here in Abu Dhabi, his image is going to be displayed on these 21 displays of the giant. On that day, if you're not willing to worship the image, look at it. The sculpture is designed to sing, speak, and move his arms and head. Is that the same thing as Nebuchadnezzar? When he had the whole thing and all sense of music coming out of him. Look at this. Baal, Belfast, the giant company, hopes to display the statue in 21 cities in 2021. Selected cities have reportedly included Phoenix, Arizona. Others which have expressed interest include Belfast, Berlin, Dubai, Dublin, Las Vegas, London, New York, and Singapore. They're getting ready for this. But watch this. By the time this happens, a lot of people who are smart would have already left the States. But during that time, all these other diseases will be happening to the world. And Father will be actually trying to move his people out of harm's way before this comes. Because when you hear about this all over the world, you can be like, oh my goodness, look how small the people are around here. Look at this. I want you to see this. The people right here. Look at the giant. You see how huge it is? Now imagine if you don't fall down and worship whatever image is on this thing, you're going to be ushered off to the next place. And he's going to be saying, look, I can see you. Grab those people right there who are not bowing down to me. The ones who are standing up, so everyone's going to be bowing down. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb. The ones who are not bowing, you're going to be carried off somewhere and you're going to be gone to what? Guillotine. Get your head cut. It's coming. It's coming. You don't want to be there for that time, all right? Don't be like, oh, when that time comes, you had plenty of time to actually leave the States to get to where, to get to the land. The time of tribulation that's coming on the earth, you're supposed to be in a land of safety, right? Understand? All right. So, see, anyone refusing to worship it must die. Is this not the same thing? Look, it's the image. He was then permitted to give life to this statue. Wait a minute. He was what? He was permitted to give life to this statue so that it could speak. Then the statue of the beast commanded that anyone refusing to worship it, the statue, must die. It's the same thing with Nebuchadnezzar. Is it not a giant? I said giant. Let's see if we can put in statue. Does it come up? Oh, there it is right there. Giant statue. Bingo. If you're not going to worship this giant statue, the giants are coming. Awaken the giant in you. You don't want that crap. The giants are coming. The giant statue is coming for what? For worship. And if you ain't willing to worship it, they'll put Rihanna, all these other different images on people. Oh, that's so cool. Look, here it is. Told you. Revelation 13 and 14. The giant's coming. States in 2021. We will not bow. Told you. We already brought this out already before, though. But I was supposed to bring it out again. Same thing. Same image. Same as that thing. The enemy has no new tricks. You see the revelation. You see what's going on. Do not be there at this time when this giant is resurrected in your area. It will not be good, okay? Just want to put that out there. All right, truth is not biased, absolutely. So, yeah, they were supposed to do. It's on you now. Hang out. The Father's making a way of escape. So those who say, well, I don't have enough money, I don't have this. The Father is making a way of escape, right? If you really want to be obedient to what he told you to do, you're going to tell the Father, Father, look, I trust your word. I trust what you said. That's supposed to be happening. I trust your our King, the one that you have put over us. Father, I thank you for making a way that you said that's going to happen for us. I see what's happening, what's coming down the pipeline. It's so easy to see it. And Father will begin to make a way for you, right? Just got to want to be obedient. All right. Stop it there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are here at Truth Colors today, and today I blew my brother Yasha's mind, by telling him something that he didn't even know about, You see, the Father works in amazing ways. Yasha has had, see the background that I have right here? It has many colors. It's the Truth Colors background. So Yasha has had it since he started his YouTube channel. So me in the process of doing reading my stuff and all that, I've read about the coat of many colors. The father, all the patriarchs in the Bible used to have that coat. It goes down from Adam all the way till Joseph, and during the period of Joseph is when the coat kind of disappeared, but it was the coat of many colors. The same thing is what my brother Yasha here has, Truth Colors. So you guys need to know that where all the colors for the truth are is where the Father dwells. So this guy has the truth and it's the bomb. If you guys are still double-minded, it's for your own doom. Check him out. Always listen to his words. The Father says you listen to what he tells you. You don't look at what he's doing. Listen to what he's telling you. If you follow the instructions, boom, you'll be saved. If you look at Adam and Eve, they didn't follow the instructions. The Father gave them the instructions. They went away from it. They did their own thing. They leaned onto their own understanding. But right now, he's speaking to all of us through Yasha. So we're supposed to listen to what Yasha is telling us. Truth Colors, that's where the truth is. The way, the truth, and the lie. Yeah, my boy.
Yeah. Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it, fam. I do.
All right, you gonna cut it?
Yeah. All right, fam. Thank you for subscribing and supporting my Patreon channel, where the truth is not biased. It's absolute. I dedicate this channel through Nzambi Zulu to the awakening of my people and discovering who they truly are, to bring out information and revelation that they may not see anywhere else. And as we embark on this journey together, feel free to shop with us. OBYU, featuring our brand, Goshen Black. You can also purchase New Truth music from me, your boy Heart of Song, aka Music, featuring Etana, Nzambi, JG, The Messenger, and other great artists on CD Baby and iTunes. It's time to awaken to the truth and power. Aren't you tired of being lied to? Truth speaks. Truth awakens. Truth colors.
are the sons.
Revelations. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark into his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Elohim, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Satan cast into the lake of fire. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. The great white throne. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Elohim, and the books were open, and another book was open, which was in the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged, every man according to their works, in death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. But I will tell you what will happen to cowards and to everyone who is unfaithful or dirty-minded or who murders or is sexually immoral or uses witchcraft or worships idols or tell lies. They will be thrown into that lake of fire and burning sulfur. This is the second death.
Balance here.
You should probably send the full amount because Doris had problems when she got over here. I don't know, can you do the full amount or you don't feel comfortable doing that? Like, what do you want to do?
She did,
No. We
all
won't,
she did, like,
we're not
call-
gonna release nothing.
call, like, I would
We
say,
won't release nothing until you just, we will hold it. Okay? Yeah, we will hold it until you, like what Doris did too, we took her over to the apartment and everything. We will hold it for you. We're not gonna give it to anybody, until you actually see what you saw on video, you actually see in real time.